All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We are live streaming as well as ritual here. And if you're on your way, I apologize that we waited. But there's going to be a good time after, so come on anyway. We are here to celebrate. What?
The dog is running circles.
Oh yeah, she's gone nuts.
She's just gone.
We started ritual and she's gone.
Yeah, a little energy.
Oh yeah. So we're here to celebrate Mabon and the full moon, and this is a very magical place to do that. The moon will rise. I don't think we're actually going to get to see it. I think it's going to be too cloudy for us. We might luck out though. But the Mabon is about harvesting the things that you have sown and taking the things that you have planted and bringing that into your life. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a full moon ritual where we call the gods, call the elements, do a little work, work a little energy, and then we will be having a feast where we share things that represent things we want in our life for the next year. And I have seen some really creative things to do. I actually did this giant poster board, dream board thing at 1 year. Or no, somebody else did that. But with the sun setting and the humidity thickening, I think we should go ahead and start. And if you would join me and face to the east as we welcome Susie standing up. Lords and ladies of the east, guardians of the watchtowers of thought, come join our circle. Bring wind, bring thought, bring clear ideas and innovation. Bring life as we breathe in your knowledge and your gifts. So mote it be. Anybody else? To the south. Lords and ladies of the south, denizens of fire and passion, magic, we ask you to join our rite, watch over, and guard with your light. Join us and help us in our revelry. So mote it be. To the west. Lords and ladies of the west, deep emotion, understanding the hidden meanings and that which lies beneath. Help us with your cooling rain, your refreshing thoughts, and your understanding. Help us to navigate the deepest parts of our soul as we work our way through life. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
To the north. Lords and ladies of the north, strength, protectors, that which stands fast and makes sure. We ask you to join and watch over, to provide guidance, strength, and wisdom. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Lords and ladies of the center, keepers of the balance, spinners of the wheel. We ask you to join our rite and bring us understanding, harmony, and peace. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Lady Hecate, we ask you to join us on this night to celebrate you. We ask you to join us, to guide us, to help us, to grow us, to show us. Please bring your wisdom to our lives and help us as we navigate our life full of choices and daily crossroads. Samodati. Lord Pan, we ask you to join our revels. We ask you to join our rites. We ask you to dance with us and dance with us tonight. Join us, bring us love, passion. Help us find it within ourselves. That's where it exists. Help us to find that which is within so we may let it out and be our true and authentic self. Join us this right. So mote it be.
So mote it
Ay,
be.
ay, 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 ay. So mote it be.
Have a seat.
This one's not quite, this one's a little weird from last time. Like I was saying earlier, Mabon is a time of balance. It's a time of reaping what you've sown and deciding how you're going to store it. What are you going to keep? What are you going to consume? What are you going to sell? What are you going to use to power yourself through the next 6 months? How are you going to make it to spring? What do you want in your life while you are working your way through to spring? Those are the really important questions. What are the things that you want to bring in? How do you want to bring it in? Do you want to tell it that the only way you'll accept it is a specific way and wait for centuries? Or do you want to be open to life and what prosperity and positive forward motion it will bring you? How controlling do you want to be? If you're controlling, you don't get quite as much as you think you want to. And you certainly don't get it the way you want it. But if you let shit happen, but you still put in energy in a direction, that's the thing. And understanding that you may not get exactly what it is you're trying to get, you are very likely to end up with something better that you could not have imagined. Because that's what the universe does to us. They fuck with us. Because we think we know what's best for us, and we really don't. For me, the things that I want to bring into my life in the next year, what I'm contributing to the feast later is some jowl bacon. Because, yeah, I want more jowl bacon in my life. That's just good. And some chips and salsa for socialness, to share. Because I want more people coming here. I'm in my mind, it was like, do I really? I kind of got to free out if I don't want to do an offering, but I do want to do an offering. I still want to share something other than this, because I mean, that's how I am. Because everything you share, you get back. Maybe not 1 for 1. More than often, it's 2 for 1 or better. And it's rarely in the exact same form that you pay it out. When you understand that you don't always get back exactly what you put out, you get back better, but you don't get to see it that way always. Life gets a little easier. It's back to that control thing. It's back to that trying to form the chaos into what you think it should be when there's a much better idea for where that chaos should become. And seeking that balance to where you know that you are doing what you can to move yourself in the direction you feel you should go, but at the same time, let shit happen. It's really fucking hard. It's really fucking hard to go, I'm going to do all this to make that happen. But wait, this is going on. What? Which is good for ADD people like me. but not for everybody. Because I'm used to, ooh, shiny. But it's a matter of focus and learning to be able to listen when the universe says turn left, not right. And that's one of the things that we learn as we meditate, as we work with our own subconscious, as we do our shadow work, and as we reach inside. That's how we learn when our body is telling us, bad idea. No, we're not going to put a road in there. We're going to make your tummy all ucky because you weren't doing anything. Andy was getting ready to extend Will around so we could make it match to fuck around and find out's path. It was going to be a giant loop. Well, he started to do it. He turned on the skid steer and his stomach went, "Blah! You're not doing that shit." He went, "Oh, I'm apparently not supposed to do that this time." Okay. And so we didn't. And we might do it next year. We may not. We'll find out what they tell us to do. Because we don't actually think we're in control here. I just keep working. There's not always a reason. I just do what I'm told. And okay. But it's that understanding of the need for balance between accepting the fact that we have no control and cool shit happens without us thinking it could be possible, and trying really hard to make our dreams come true because our dreams are what we want. Well, your dream is what you want. May not be what you need. May not be what you really want. Because there's that whole be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Because we don't always fully understand the impact. I will not wish for large amounts of money because ultimately that is a threat to my father's life. That's the easiest way for the universe to give me money. And I ain't letting them do that. I need the money. I can absolutely use the help. Imagine what we could do with more. But asking for more money from the universe, that's the quickest way the universe can give me money, and I'm not going to risk that. And it's a matter of recognizing what you're bringing on yourself when you go, this is what I want. And understanding that may really not be what you think it is. So, we have gotten into the habit of doing silent meditations, not guided meditations. Because those crickets and birds, man, they be chirping. And they kind of drown you out when you try to do a guided meditation. So it's just better to let them have control once again. So I ask that you take a couple minutes. We're going to sit here in silence and think about what it is you're fighting to control that you need to stop. Where do you need balance in your life? Where do you need to let shit happen? Because it'll be better if you stop trying to force it into the mold that you're trying to put it into. So think about it for a couple minutes. See what the birds and the crickets say. What are you fighting too hard to control? So, I immediately had a moment from like an hour and a half ago thrown in my face as soon as I closed my eyes, where Garrett was very excited to give me my new gift, and I was very excited to receive it, but I was trying to get solar pack lights attached, and so I was in a rush, but then I didn't need to be in a rush because Drew and Sam came up and took the rest of them and did them for me, so I didn't have to hurry to get that done. And so it's like, hey, you see how hard you were fighting to make that happen? It really wasn't necessary. Relax, fucker. So, I mean, that's what I got thrown in my face. Doesn't have to be long ago. But that's what it is. It's about realizing how hard we're fighting for control when we really don't need to. Shit will take care of itself. I was in a hurry because I wanted to make sure I had it done, but I didn't actually have a timeline. I don't know why the fuck I was that fucking, other than it needed done. And we do that. And I'm trying not to. So, just saying what I do too. Anybody have anything they would like to share from theirs? Okay.
Since last time this year, I started on a journey of doing a lot of work about letting go of control, working through, starting off with working through Al-Anon stuff, which didn't resonate very well with me, so I kind of took my own path of finding what did.
Right.
I'm working on letting go of control with other people as well as my own life. And did pretty well at that this year, I think, but still things came into my life where I'm like, oh, maybe this is where this is supposed to happen. Part of which was where I was going to have my camper.
Right.
And I thought, oh, well, this place seems good. It was not here. With a couple who was close to my kid's school. Like, the location was perfect. People and the land maybe were not perfect. And I just asked all of a sudden, like, hey, Morgan, can I have my camper here? Can we, make some kind of agreement?
Yeah.
And so now my camper is here, and this is the place it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And all kinds of other things that, I've let go of wanting to have some kind of ideal look or weight, any kind of ideal or societal norm of relationships or anything like that, and have been trying to kind of go with the flow and let the universe tell me where it is I'm supposed to go. And I hope, and since this was only the first year, I really resonated with that. I hope to continue that on and
That's awesome.
listen to my intuition and signs and not really have any kind of specific timeline for anything. We can have ideas and goals and dreams, but like Morgan said, the exact way that pans out might not be how we originally envisioned it, and that's okay. If we let it move how it wants to move, it might work out even better than we thought. So that's what I hope to move forward with and continue with.
Thank you. That's awesome. And yeah, I mean, we had no idea. This just really works really well for everybody. And that's in AA they call it letting go and letting God. I call it letting go and letting the God. Because we don't always know what the hell's best for us. And I'm really good at picking the wrong choice, so I've learned to stop, slow down, and listen a little bit better. Right. let me rephrase that. I picked choices that resonated with me, unfortunately resonated with me for the wrong reason. There we go. But anybody else?
For me, I have been doing a lot of work in the last year where I'm learning that I've always kind of felt like this very strong and independent woman and person, but ultimately I have a lot of struggles with codependency. And so I think that I'm finally kind of learning and reaping some of the lessons and am ready to actually move forward into that place that is independence of self and really growing and knowing myself more than just who I am with someone else.
Right.
I've been able to be amazing and strong when I have people that I think are there and do all the things and whatever. The coat is always there for the support. Like I need a blanket, like I need all these things, whatever it is. But you don't, or at least I don't. And it's not easy, but I know that I'm capable of it. I've done it over and over again. And so that's what I'm learning, to let go of the control of trying to be something with other people when I've always been that all on my own. And so now it's just time to learn what all on own is.
It gives you an amazing opportunity to decide the authentic self and present that. That's a wonderful opportunity for you, for anyone.
I thank you all for the space and the souls that have been a part of that growth and interaction. So many of you have definitely been like confirmations for things that I knew about myself but wasn't so sure about. And I definitely have been given space to see seeds that were planted long ago start to grow, and new seeds that are planted start to grow. And I'm thankful and grateful for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm just going to sit here and groove on that energy for a minute. Nothing. I'm all smiley. You guys can't see it, but yeah, because it's wonderful seeing people grow and experience freedom and understanding of themselves that they've never known. It's amazing. I am so conversion oriented, and you don't have to be involved with somebody to have conversion for them. It's just it's being happy for other people. And yeah, I have a lot of conversion for that. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Morgan's seen me grow. He's seen Melissa grow. You can't imagine how many people you've seen grow and how awesome it is to watch them.
It is fucking amazing. It really is. And it's one of the things that drives me. That and the voice in my head that keeps telling me to do work. But yeah, it's that. It's being able to see other people get and understand some of the joy that I have and do their work. Because we've all got work. We've all got baggage. And we all have to decide how much we want to unpack where. And giving people the ability to and the encouragement to unpack their shit. And stop carrying so much garbage that they don't need. I mean, I spend a lot of time working on that with myself because I've got some baggage, and I work hard to move past it because it's heavy and I don't fucking want it. And that's really what it comes down to. That shit's heavy. Who the fuck wants it?
Let that shit go.
Right? all it's doing is slowing you down. Making you do things you don't want to have to do, making you have to overthink shit, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, fuck that. Next we're gonna do an energy working. We're gonna do a chant. We're not gonna do an oblation and libation since we're gonna be doing the feast after ritual. But then after we do the energy working, we'll go ahead and say thank you to the powers, and they'll go on their merry way, and then we'll go inside and do the feast. So,
Morgan?
yes,
There seems to be a theme tonight. Letting go.
yes,
But letting go of 2 decades and going it on my own again.
yeah,
I've got to do that, even though I don't know how I'm going to support myself. I've got to do that.
I know.
And it seems like my body's saying it's time that I retire too. So,
Well,
I mean, like, man, both at the same time. Couldn't we stage these things?
you know what? No, they don't. It's not your timetable. It's what the universe kind of throws at us. It's always, oh wow, blue light.
What the?
It's just weird seeing cars on my road at night.
Well, the
Especially
burn
one
lights,
with lighted
though.
poles.
Yeah, the lit back into the trailer was kind of cool.
Man, if you were drunk, that would really.
I know. That'd be so awesome. I hope they're black lights. That'd be badass. Sorry for those at home that didn't get to see that. That was kind of weird.
I mean, we're like talking darkness over here. That's
Right.
all they're hearing our ritual therapy session in the dark.
Right. And that's kind of, and I realized that would happen with the sun going down, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't bring any lights out for it. But I thought about it, but went, no, it'll be kind of nice when it just kind of fades out, and it's just the reality of people talking. It's a lot more comforting when it's just people talking and you're not trying to pay attention to what they're doing or how they're doing it. It's kind of like an audio book.
Yeah.
So the audio book. This is now the audio book ritual. There we go.
Right?
We're doing a podcast. There we go. Hey guys, thanks to our sponsors, Pan and Hecate.
Bet they love that shout out.
Right? Props. But there's a lot of energy surrounding this holiday that's very focused on the feast. And some is focused on the balance. But really, for me, this holiday is about letting go of control. And that also has to do with Pagan Pride Day. It's really amazing just how much my body is tuned towards it, because I am in nesting mode right now. Activist fucking getting everything done, because this is when I'm normally busy doing Pagan Pride. So I'm looking for everything I can possibly do to make it so that I can rest when October comes. Which is literally what will happen when I finish off my list. I actually get to stop for a few months, and we'll do some house stuff, but ultimately we're done until February. And so I actually have a break coming, and so I'm working my ass to get to the break too.
I want to ring back in response to the person to your left, whose name I don't know.
Link.
But Lee?
Link,
Like the cat.
like the kitty.
Okay. Awesome. I think your question was, how do you pull yourself out of a hole when you don't know how, when there aren't any support, when there's no tools?
Yeah.
And I don't have any direct answer besides asking for help and delegating. And also doing the best you can to find resources that you can afford, whether financially or time and energy wise. YouTube videos were a great resource for me in trying to let go and heal through codependency and a shitty fucking childhood. You know, how to reprogram my crappy parenting. You know, all those mindset changes really helped me find the way as far as resources go. But as far as resources that are financially or physically needed sooner than you can learn, you know, how to heal your past stuff and let go of your past stuff, you gotta ask for help in as many places as you can, and you're gonna get denied and people are gonna fall through, but keep asking, because you gotta know that you're worth that help that you really need, that you really can't do for yourself. That's the key thing, is knowing that you're worth that help.
Yeah.
That you're worth those things that people can give to you, that you really need. Just keep asking, and just keep letting go of those people who can't help you, who refuse to help you, who, you know, falter in helping you. Just keep trudging forward and knowing you're worth that help, and keep asking, keep seeking it from others and yourself.
Also have patience with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, which I know is really a joke, but just saying. Because you're in virgin territory, you have no idea what you're doing. Don't expect perfection. Don't expect to know what you're doing when you know you don't. And don't get mad at yourself when you make mistakes, because you've done it. They're part of the whole process.
And every small little thing you do that is the right thing to do at that moment for you, that feeds you, super celebrate that. Like, even if it's, I got up today, I brushed my teeth today, whatever it is, super celebrate that, because the more you super celebrate those little things, the more you'll start celebrating the bigger things when you do it, and you'll start noticing how many bigger things you do.
Yeah.
I really feel like I've been sucking at life, but I remember that I'm actually doing better. Like, when I'm being so hard on myself, I'm like, okay, so I'm being hard. Why not analyze it all the way correctly? I am really struggling, but I'm not struggling as bad as I used to struggle, because I understand this now.
Right.
And today I did a little bit of this, and I did this. I moved today, and I made phone calls today. So I may not have did everything I feel like I should be doing, but I'm definitely doing more than I used to. And so that's huge.
Absolutely. Acknowledging your own process and progress. Because every time we make progress, we change our bar. And so it's harder to impress ourselves, which really fucks us up. Because all we're doing is making it so that it's harder and harder to please ourselves. Acknowledge those bars. Like she's saying. Each of those little achievements are things that are worth recognition. Anybody have anything else? So, we're going to do a chant, and we're going to clap while we do it. And while we're doing it, focus on the things that you want to increase in your life without the ironclad expectation label. You know what I mean? I would love for this kind of thing to happen. Not, this better happen or my life's going to be shit. It's all an attitude. And the more you're able to accept that which you didn't think was part of your plan, the more your plan unfolds. So, the chant that we're going to do is fairly simple. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. And then after we do 2 rounds, then we'll start going a little faster. And then we'll culminate at a point where we go, okay, this is too, I go too fast, and then release it into the sky. So, if you want to stand, you're welcome to stand. If you don't want to stand, you don't have to stand.
I do because it moves my energy better. So. Ooh, I'm a little energy drunk. Right on. I got the wibble wobble. Alright. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return. Kingly. Okay. So, now we're going to say goodbye to that which we said hi, so we can go in peace. And Jason. That too. My Lord Pan, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your presence. And I thank you for helping us to understand your true gift, which is understanding emotions. We are fierce, proud people, but sometimes we are scared little ducks. And understanding why and how to face that is a gift that you give us. And we thank you. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. So mote it be. So lopsided. Lady Hecate, we thank you for gracing our circle tonight. Your presence is a blessing, and we thank you for your tutoring, your guidance, and the knowledge and wisdom you share with us as we make choices and navigate our way through life, working to do the best we can for ourselves and for our fellow man. Watch over us and guide us in our daily life, please. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the center, keepers of the balance, we thank you for your presence, and we ask you to continue to grace our lives in our daily day with understanding of justice, balance, and harmony, so we can go through as a more balanced and harmonious soul. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the North, strength, protection, and stand forth. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for your wisdom. We thank you for your protection. We ask for you to stay in our lives on a daily basis and guide us, protect us, and help us to understand our own wisdom needs. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. Lords and ladies of the West, water and deep emotion, we thank you for being here tonight. We ask you to help us on our daily lives while we work through the emotions that we don't see and understand, that lie below the anger, the fear, and the hurt. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be love and peace between us now and always. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Lords and ladies of the South, fire, passion, and magic, we thank you for joining us tonight. We thank you for the beauty of the experience that you bring into our life and helping us to understand our passions as they drive us through and allow us to do. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Lords and ladies of the East, fresh thought, cool breezes, and understanding. We thank you for joining us, and we thank you for the knowledge and the wisdom you have imparted upon us. Please join us in our daily lives as we work to be the best selves we can be this day and going forward. Go if you must, stay if you will. Let there be peace and love between us now and always. So mote it be. The circle is open but not broken. May the love of the Lord and the Lady be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. Peace be with you. Thank you.
Any more?
Yeah.